Madden 20, here to simulate Madden 20's version of Super Bowl 54. The San Francisco 49ers, the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl LIV, the Super Bowl we've all been waiting for. It's a fantastic matchup, so I wanted to see what Madden thought. I wanted to see how Madden is going to simulate this game. And I know EA Sports every year comes out with their own simulation, but I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if that was 100% accurate. So today, here, live, I'm going to be commentating the game, and we're going to have some fun watching the Chiefs, the 49ers, and the madness that is Madden 20. All right, so we have the San Francisco 49ers versus the Chiefs in Madden. 49ers 88 overall. Chiefs are kind of low at 83 overall. So it's sort of surprising, you know. But let's check out the uniforms before we do get started. So I have it on all Madden. I don't know if that makes a difference if you're not playing the game. I actually have no idea. So I do have the uniform set so that the 49ers are wearing the whites, because I know some of you care about that. And I do have it so that the Chiefs are wearing the reds. Hopefully Madden, when I go to spectator mode, respects my choices. And let's go. Let's get Super Bowl 54 underway. I know that they have like a choice that you can actually go to Super Bowl 54, like without even setting all this up, but it wouldn't allow me to actually spectate. It would only allow me to be in the game itself, which I don't want, because then it wouldn't be a simulation. It would be me playing and beating the computer. So I don't want that. All right, Super Bowl. All right, so how long should we put this at? I don't really know. I guess 6 minutes. I don't really want to be here for like 2 hours, but let's go with we'll give it 7 minutes, and we'll give it a play clock remaining 20 seconds on accelerated clock. So let's go with that. Super Bowl, 6:30 start time in Miami, of course. Let's get this game underway. D-Mac, Devin McCourty for the first time in a while not being in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers at the Super Bowl. It's been a while since he's been there. Chiefs rules in the chat. He says a Madden simulation. Yes, sir. Busboy says Chiefs going to win. And Chiefs rule says, Busboy, thanks. Oh, okay. Let's go. Who are you guys cheering for in this simulation? Do you guys actually ever think that the simulation has any sort of weird voodoo impact on the actual impact of the game? Like, I remember when the Patriots used to be in the game, I used to check the results and see, like, you know, oh, maybe if they won, maybe it would have an impact on the game, you know, because I'm weird like that as a fan, but I know some people act differently. All right, so Super Bowl 54, the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. We have Patrick Mahomes leading out the charge of the Kansas City Chiefs. They're ready to go. They're wearing their reds. Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl ever in his second season. And there he is. Jimmy G leading out the boys. Nick Bosa, Quan Alexander, DeForest Buckner. They're all there. The San Francisco 49ers. Andy Reid in his career, that is an incorrect statistic, Madden. He has more than 12 playoff wins now. And Kyle Shanahan, of course, has 2 playoff wins. So, this is a matchup between 2 excellent coaches, 2 fantastic offensive minds that, in terms of play calling, this game is going to be a chess match. Let's see how Madden plays it out here. Jimmy G, Patrick Mahomes, will they decide to throw it more in this game with Jimmy G, or will they put the ball on the ground, the 49ers? Captains are out for the toss. There's Buckner, there's Jimmy, there's Mahomes, Chris Jones. The toss is up. And I don't know who's got it because I have no audio on, so let's see who won it. I do believe... Why are they both happy, Madden? What is this game? Bro, why are they both fist pumping? Only one team should be fist pumping, Madden. Fix that. All right. So it does appear that the Chiefs are going to be kicking the ball off, and Richie James is going to be returning, as always, for the San Francisco 49ers. Daniel Sorensen with the last-second pump-up speech for the special teams as we get this game underway. Harrison Butker kicking it deep. There's one of the silent stars of the game, Kyle Juszczyk, who's going to have a major impact not only here on special teams, but in the game itself, offensively for the 49ers. All right, Harrison Butker kicks it off, and Super Bowl 54 is underway. Richie James takes it from inside the 10 to the 20. He is at the 30-yard line, and that's a good return to start off for the San Francisco 49ers as Jimmy G comes out on the field. They call him Jimmy GQ. I've heard some people compare him to Tony Romo, but what Tony Romo didn't do was win a Super Bowl. Jimmy G, Emmanuel Sanders. This offense for the 49ers is going to be interesting to see what they do on this first play of the game. Do they go aggressive? Do they attack down the field? Or do they stay conventional and conservative and run the football on the ground? Of course, the 49ers, they love their outside zone. They love to set that up, that play action up. So Jimmy G here in the shotgun, the first play of the game. Interesting. Do have 2 tight ends on the field, though. 3 tight ends, actually. Motion out wide is the back. Jimmy takes the snap. He goes deep on the first play of the game. It's Tevin Coleman to the 10. Touchdown 49ers. What a way to start Super Bowl 54. The Chiefs didn't know what was coming, and there it is. I said in the preview, the Chiefs struggle versus that pre-snap motion. And what did we have there? Pre-snap motion. Tevin Coleman, the true X factor out of the backfield, with a huge gain and a huge touchdown. Kyle Shanahan loves it. He spent all week preparing that play call for his team, and it paid off. 6-0 San Francisco with only 11 seconds into the game. And that's Robbie Gould with the extra point, his second Super Bowl appearance, and he wants to make it a win this time. Now it's time to see if Patrick Mahomes can return and come up with a huge drive to tie it up or to at least take away the momentum that the Kansas City Chiefs had in that first opening. I mean, the Chiefs just got absolutely obliterated on that drive. What was that defense? I mean, jeez. I don't think... Has a team ever scored on the first play offensively of a game? I know that there's been special teams plays, but... I mean, like Devin Hester returned the opening kick. I think that was the only time ever. But other than that, I don't think there's ever been a touchdown on the first play of an offensive snap in a football game in the Super Bowl. That was historic. Tevin Coleman was historic right there. That was unbelievable. All right. The Chiefs will take the touchback, and they will take the ball at the 25-yard line. Kind of surprised that Mecole Hardman, as electrifying as a returner as he is, didn't go out there and try and make a big return and try and capture some of this momentum back. Patrick Mahomes had an incredible 2018 season with 50 touchdowns. That's what they're showing off there. He was an MVP, and maybe if he didn't get hurt this year, he might have been in the contention this season. But it didn't matter for Mahomes. When he's played best has been in the biggest moments. That has been these playoffs. And let's see if he can do it in his first ever Super Bowl. All right. At the 25-yard line, Mahomes and the Chiefs are going 5 wide, baby. They don't even care. Andy Reid wants to throw this ball, and for the first catch of the game for the Chiefs, it's Sammy Watkins for 5 yards. And meet the Chiefs' offensive line. It's Eric Fisher, Andrew Wiley, Austin Reeder, and the bunch. Sammy Watkins, Damien Williams, Tyreke Hill, and Mecole Hardman, the starters at the skill positions for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes trying to calm down his huddle. They seem a little bit antsy. They seem like they want to get after it. Of course, the 49ers with that huge play to Tevin Coleman. Look at all the stars on the 49ers defense. All right, here we go. A little bit of pre-snap motion for Kansas City this time. They decide to hand it off. That's a nice decision to Damien Williams to make it a 3rd and short. And that was one of the keys to the game that I started off in my preview. Key to the game, getting out of those third and longs, keeping them third and short so that you can convert. Here's 49ers defense. Of course, Quan Alexander at linebacker, Richard Sherman, Jaqueski Tart in the secondary. This is a defense all year that's been in the top 2 all year. They ranked 2nd overall in yards. They ranked in the top 10 in points. They ranked number 1 versus the pass. On third down here, they have the number 1 pass rush. Let's see if they can get after Mahomes. It's picked off! That is Warner, Fred Warner, to the 20-yard line. Gives the 49ers great field position on their second drive now for Jimmy Garoppolo and the bunch. What a bad decision by Patrick Mahomes. He just seemed like he rushed it. He didn't go through all his progressions. He just went to the first guy he saw, the first read. He thought it would be open. To his credit, it usually is open in an Andy Reid offense. Fred Warner, kind of like Bobby Wagner in Super Bowl 49, jumps that route for an interception. And here comes, so far, I think you would say the Super Bowl MVP, Tevin Coleman, on the field. I know it's only been like 2 minutes, but I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. But this guy, that play, I've never seen that before. I'm just going to be on, I've never seen it. All right, 5:39. Jimmy G under center. We're at the 21-yard line of the Chiefs. Kittle on the field. Kittle trying to get that lead block, but there's nothing there as Coleman gets stuffed by the man, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is the best defensive player on the Chiefs. I know a lot of people want to talk about the honey badger this, the honey badger that, but that is exactly what Chris Jones brings to this defense. He brings physicality. He brings a little bit of toughness and, of course, size. And you'll have to watch out for him on third down. All right, Jimmy G. 2 tight ends on the field this time. Coleman in the backfield. It's play action, and that looks just like Kyle Shanahan all season. Ooh, a little bit of a late hit. I don't know about that one, ref. I might be looking at that one. All right, the offensive line of the 49ers. Of course, you have Joe Staley. Laken Tomlinson's been huge. Ben Garland, Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, Emmanuel Sanders. You'll see Raheem Mostert, the speedster at running back. And, of course, Stone Cold Kittle. The 49ers, 5 minutes into this game, looking to go up by at least 2 scores. This is a big third down because you don't want to go down 2 touchdowns early in the Super Bowl. It's more play action for Kyle Shanahan. And Jimmy G cannot make the right decision on that one. He throws it out of bounds. I saw a guy wide open. I don't know what he was thinking there. Look at this. That guy is wide open. Jimmy, who are you throwing it to, bro? Trying to prove he's not in the shadow of Tom Brady any longer. I think he's just a little bit nervous. I understand, that first touchdown, but that guy was wide open. That was all Kyle Shanahan. I think as this game goes on, we're going to see that what Jimmy G is really made of. Is he really the guy for San Francisco to deliver this title? The first title since the 90s. For the storied franchise of the 49ers. And of course, I didn't even need to say it. Robbie puts it through to make it 10-0. 4:45 left in the first quarter. I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream so far. As the quarters and the halftime show, we'll get to some of the comments. Mecole Hardman back deep to return. And the kick is away. Hardman, again, decides not to take this one out, so the Chiefs will get the football back at the 25-yard line. So how does Patrick Mahomes respond? Does he come out with more aggression? Does he look down the field to make something happen? Or do the Chiefs and Andy Reid say, whoa, I didn't like that decision on the first drive, Patrick. Maybe they had a talk on the sidelines. We'll have to go to Aaron Andrews at the break to see what's up. But Patrick Mahomes, back in the shotgun. This is a run. I thought they would go conservative. They did. But so far, the running game on 2 carries, not there for the Chiefs. And that might be one of the areas they do struggle. The Chiefs are not known for their running attack. And that, again, is the guy. I mean, Fred Warner. Warner is trying to outdo Tevin Coleman right now for the early Super Bowl MVP odds. I'm sure that some of you in the chat have some bets on the Super Bowl MVP. Let me know who you think it is so far. Is it Warner or is it Coleman? All right, back to the 5-wide set. This was obviously in the game plan for Andy Reid. Mahomes over the middle. He finds his reliable tight end. That is Travis Kelce for 9 yards. Making it another 3rd and short. I would say that the Chiefs should go to the rushing attack here. I would expect maybe they come out in the shotgun. Okay, never mind. They're in the bunch, but it's under center. And they pass it. Wow. Patrick Mahomes passes it, and it's complete. Why did I doubt him? That's Tyreke Hill on a deep out route to the right sideline for 11 yards. Andy Reid likes that. Oh, baby, he likes that. He likes that just as much as his cheeseburger last night. Not bad coverage there, but just a really great route, a really great throw. And that sets up a first down of the game for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 45-yard line. There's some play action. Mahomes with time. Oh, he might have had a man. It looked like, speaking of man, the 49ers played a little bit more man coverage on that play. Of course, coming into the game, we did expect a lot of zone. But a little bit of man never hurt anybody. All right, tight slots as my controller dies. That's fortunate. What happened there? I hope the controller doesn't die in the middle of the Super Bowl. That would not be fortunate. I'm dropping everything now. 3rd and 8. So nothing really happened there, guys. I think if a controller dies and Mahomes just stops in the middle of the game, that would be pretty interesting. Oh, look at that big play by Patrick Mahomes. That is Damien Williams, his running back. 38-yard catch for a first down inside the red zone of the 49ers. Mahomes with an absolute beauty there. Setting up the Chiefs for the first time entering the red zone in Super Bowl 54. Now, this was a big key to this game. 49ers, the weakness of their defense is their red zone defense. Will Mahomes take advantage? Mahomes with so much time, he could set up a lemonade stand. That's 7 yards there. Maybe 6 yards for Tyreke Hill. 2nd and 3. That's his second catch of the game. He now has 18 yards. Richard Sherman, so far, Mahomes not afraid to attack his side. He already has 3 tackles and hasn't broken one up yet. Travis Kelce, watch for him. He's solo to the right side. But it's a handoff, a nice tricky handoff. The Chiefs have been very effective running the ball in the red zone this year, making it a 3rd and 1. Will they decide to go back with Damien Williams? Or will Fred Warner and the defense stop the pass once again here on 3rd down? Mahomes, another tight slot formation. Mahomes, he misses him! I don't know if that was the quarterback. I don't know if that was the receiver. Tyreke Hill nonchalantly is just jogging back to the huddle like nothing happened. Bro, turn around! That is just bad timing if you ask me. Kyle Shanahan will take it though. He's going to give a little pat on his MVP's butt. And the Chiefs are not going to go for it here. Very conservative move. The Chiefs are going to actually kick the field goal, which I don't really like this decision. I don't know about you. But anyways, it's going to be 10-3 because Butker doesn't miss. That's 14 for 14 on the season, in the last 14, I should say, for Harrison Butker. Andy Reid's talking to the referee. He's saying, you know what? I think we need a couple calls here and there to get us back in this game. And I honestly think the NFL will let them back in this game. I don't know. Maybe conspiracy. Let me know in the comments. Richie James back to return. Had one good return early in the game. Butker kicks it deep. Again, not for a touchback though. Richie James takes it back, and he's not able to get back to the 25-yard line. This time he stopped short at about the 23-yard line. 24-yard line is where they'll mark it. So inside 1 minute left of the first quarter, Jimmy G comes out for his third drive of the game. Of course, his second drive was halted by the Chiefs defense after he absolutely missed a wide open tight end that would have given him the first down. So far, the quarterbacks in this game have not been the best. They've made a couple good throws here and there. Jimmy to Tevin Coleman, Mahomes to Damien Williams, but nothing electrifying, as The Rock would say. At the 24-yard line, back in the shotgun, Kyle's not afraid of Jimmy passing. That was the weirdest release I've possibly ever seen in my entire history of watching football. I don't know how Jimmy G threw the football like that, but it happened. Chris Jones, Frank Clark on the D-line, Anthony Hitchens, Reggie Ragland, Damien Wilson at linebacker. They're big in this game, stopping that run. Tyrann Mathieu, of course, leading the secondary, which has had a huge turnaround this season, but couldn't seem to contain Tevin Coleman on the opening game touchdown on the first play of the game. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the 49ers. Coleman takes the handoff for about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Coleman has exclusively been on the football field for the 49ers so far. We have not seen Raheem Mostert. We have not seen Matt Breida at all. It's a bunch set to the left for Shanahan. And that is the right play call. Emmanuel Sanders, that's why they got him from the Broncos. He's a veteran. He's won a Super Bowl before. He understands the zone defense and where to fit inside those seams. He catches that football underneath, makes a little bit after the catch, and gets that first down. So entering the second quarter, it is 10-3 for the 49ers. This game is brought to you by Kevin Durkant, sucking at this game. I appreciate you guys watching it, and if you enjoy so far, Gronk spike the like button. 2 tight ends. Single back for the 49ers. Oh, they're going deep. But Jimmy G is not able to escape the grasp of the former Bill, Reggie Ragland. Reggie Ragland coming up huge. He doesn't play often, but when he does, he comes up with plays like that. He's a physical backer. That's why they got him. Usually known for stopping the run as opposed to blitzing, but, you know, the Chiefs, they need to do some things to come back and tie this game up.
Here we go.
2nd and 18 for the 49ers. It looks like they're going to run it here. As they do, it's a little misdirection. Tevin Coleman to the 40-yard line. 3rd and very long. We'll see what Shanahan has up his sleeve for this key situation. The Chiefs, obviously, second best pass rush on 3rd downs in terms of sack percentage. Watch out for that guy in the middle over the center. That's Chris Jones, number 95. Jimmy G going deep. There's a guy wide open, and that is Kendrick Bourne, looking like Randy Moss wearing number 84. That's a first down for the San Francisco 49ers inside the 25-yard line. Bashaud Breeland got burnt for a huge gain You have to wonder if Bashaud Breeland's going to be seeing the bench soon. That cannot happen on 3rd and 15. Andy Reid is going to be beside himself about that one.
Here we go. Like 20.
At the 23-yard line are the 49ers. That's a handoff again to Tevin Coleman, who's not had a lot of success on the ground. But he did have that 70-plus yard touchdown through the air. So I'll cut him a break. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the 49ers. Looking for their 6th Super Bowl and their first one since 1994. That was before I was born. At the 23-yard line, Tevin Coleman gets the football, and that's a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 upcoming. What will they do here? I think, if I know Kyle Shanahan, I think this is going over the middle of the field. I think this is going to the big man, George Kittle, but we'll have to see. There he is! Jimmy! How do you miss him? Bro, that's the 2nd time Jimmy... What are they pushing Jimmy around the pocket for? Look at this. Andy Reid was watching that one closely, dapping up his players. And Shanahan looking very closely at that sheet. Maybe he wanted to go for it there, but he won't. He'll decide to kick this field goal to go up by 10 once again in this game. And he will. 13-3. None of these kickers are going to miss. If I can guarantee one thing, I will guarantee that these kickers will not miss a field goal. Because I'm a commentator on an NFL game, which means whenever I guarantee a kicker will not miss, it means they will miss at least once in this game. Just letting you know. All right, 4:21 left in the 2nd quarter. We have no commercials here, folks. This game never stops. Super Bowl, we got rid of the commercials. They no longer exist. Mecole Hardman back to return. And the kick, a lot better kicks for the 49ers overall on the kickoffs. I think they've done a better job here in coverage, as once again, they stopped them. Hardman does get at least a yard there on the return, a 22-yard return for the Chiefs. (13-3). I didn't really expect that. I'm going to be honest. I expected a much higher scoring game. I've been very disappointed. What is going on with my controller? I have it on the charger, bro. My charger thing's like broken or something. Handoff to Damien Williams. And it says it has 2 bars. That's like the weirdest thing ever. Second and 9. This controller is trying to sabotage the game. 350. You almost have to wonder if they go high tempo. I don't know what that spinorama was from Mahomes, but he figures it out as he always does, and he gets a couple yards to Travis Kelce to make it 3rd and 5. Kelce already 3 catches, but only for 15 yards. Mahomes on 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down for the Chiefs. He goes right over the middle again to Travis Kelce. That's 4 catches for Kelce. 4 of Mahomes' 8 completions for 23 yards. And that's a 1st down. This is a massive drive for the Chiefs. They need to get this game within 1 score before halftime, or I'm afraid that they're going to be put in a very difficult spot, because you do not want to be trailing the 49ers going into halftime, because they're built to come out at halftime with Kyle Shanahan as their coach, with the running game, with their pass rush. It's going to be very difficult for the Chiefs to come back. I know they've done it before, but not versus this team. Mahomes over the middle. That is Sammy Watkins, probably the most overpaid receiver in the game, but he's coming up with 2 catches in this one. 2nd and 2, 2:30 left in the second quarter. And Warner's, I don't know why Warner's like the main guy they're focusing on here, but he had a great interception. Obviously, the broadcast is trying to put that into perspective here. A couple of yards by Damien Williams. He has absolutely 1 yard per carry in this game. 5 rushes, 5 yards. And that will be the 2-minute warning. Hope you enjoy these really long commercials. Some of them will be great, and some of them you won't get the jokes in. All right. Bob Money is in the chat. Denson is in the chat. Rashad is in the chat. Mr. Singh is in the chat. Keith is in the chat. He says Richard Sherman is too slow. 3rd and 1. Handoff to Damien Williams. And that is where the running game can come in handy. Even though he's only averaging a bit over 1 yard per carry, that is what the Chiefs need to extend drives, those type of runs by Damien Williams. It's not going to be pretty as the Chiefs go into no huddle here. 1:38 left in the first half. Mahomes with all the time in the world goes over the middle, and that is going to be a catch by Sammy Watkins. 10 for 13 for over 100 yards in this first half is Patrick Mahomes. But the big play that cost him was that interception. I'm sure Mahomes would like to finish this drive off with a touchdown. Sammy Watkins with that nice deep out route. He's shown a little bit of his craftiness and his route running in this game. And like I said earlier, I believe he might be the most overpaid receiver in the league. But he's trying to prove why he shouldn't be traded in the offseason and why he should stick around as a Kansas City Chief. 1:10 left in the first half. Screen pass to Damien Williams. That is nice blocking down the field, but for some weird reason, Damien Williams jukes to the left out of bounds, which, as you can see, Patrick Mahomes is not loving that decision by Damien Williams. I think he had yards in front of him. Look at this. He had blocks ahead of him, and he just decides maybe he doesn't want to get hit. Maybe he's scared of Nick Bosa behind him. Maybe he's trying to... I don't know what he's trying to do. If you guys can let me know what Damien Williams was doing there, I would really appreciate it, because I have no idea what that was. 1:04 left in the first half. That could have been a first down. Instead, it's 2nd and 3 here, and this could cost them a touchdown. Damien Williams there with a very, very bad run. I don't know why you hand this guy the ball off one play after he just decides, in the biggest game of his life, that he's going to run out of bounds when he could have easily got the first down. You still had 3 timeouts. There's only a minute left here in the first half. I don't know. I'm not trying to say I'm blaming Damien Williams, but I'm blaming Damien Williams. Okay, a minute left in the first half. Will they give it to Damien once again? Mahomes making some checks at the line. He sends Williams to the outside. Mahomes. There's a guy open. That is Sammy Watkins coming up clutch on this drive with another huge 3rd down catch. And that will be the 2nd timeout of the first half for the Kansas City Chiefs. "53 seconds remaining in the first half as the Chiefs take a long timeout to determine what they're going to call here, not only on this down, but probably setting up the next couple of plays here on this drive. Mahomes throws, and that was risky. Sherman was in the area, but Mosley broke it up. That was good defense by the 49ers as their secondary came through there. They're not getting a lot of pressure in this game so far, the 49ers pass rush. 2nd and 10. Mahomes under pressure. That was a wicked blitz off the edge by the 49ers, but the hot man was there. That's Tyreke. The hot read by Patrick Mahomes. That's going to make the clock run, though. So Mahomes needs to be a lot faster here, quicker. Get back to the line. Hurry up, Patrick. 3rd and 4. 25 seconds left. This is the drive. Mahomes. That's a first down Will they call a timeout? No, they won't. That's Robinson with the catch. He's inside the 5. Okay, they, for some reason, waited 4 seconds for Robinson to stand up, and then they called the timeout. That should have been an immediate timeout. But we have seen Andy Reid struggle before. We have seen Andy Reid with clock management issues in the past. If this is a run, I fear that the Chiefs will not be able to get on the field for a field goal. This needs to be a pass. It is. Mahomes under pressure. He is sacked. That might be the end of this half. The Chiefs, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Nick Bosa's dancing. He doesn't even care. 4, 3, 2. That's the end of the half. The Chiefs are not able to get the field goal off. They're not able to even get the field goal team out on the field. Andy Reid is confused. Andy Reid is frustrated. Andy Reid doesn't know what to say. And the 49ers go into halftime, only allowing 3 points in this football game. Only 9 rushing yards. This is the halftime report, brought to you by Kevin Durkant Sucks at Madden 20. That is my sponsor for this game. All right, 13-3. That was the quickest halftime show of all time. I didn't even see J-Lo and Shakira out on the field. But it looks like they're back out there. Nick Bosa, of course, with that huge sack before halftime. I'm very disappointed. I was looking forward to J-Lo and Shakira, but we're not going to get that. I'm sorry. I guess it was canceled by Goodell because he sucks all the life out of everything that is fun and that is entertaining. Okay, kickoff is coming. And this time the Chiefs will receive the football. As they do inside the 5, taking it back to the 30. That's Hardman past the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that is where Mahomes will take over, trying to redeem himself for one of the strangest 2-minute drives I've ever seen, probably in my life. First, Damien Williams juked to the left out of bounds when he could have easily had a first down, and then the Chiefs, with poor clock management, as Bodo would always say about Andy Reid. Andy Reid does not know how to use his timeouts, and right there we saw that could have cost at least 3 points to the Kansas City Chiefs. These teams have combined for 20 rushing yards. Mahomes on the first play of the half is intercepted, and that is Jimmy Ward, one of the best secondary players for the 49ers this season. The free safety comes up with a huge play. It looks like he was almost playing corner on that play. He just jumps the route. And Travis Kelce didn't even see the ball coming. Jimmy Ward just absolutely out-physicaled him, out-anticipated him. And look at Jimmy G. Look at those numbers. 5 for 7, 126, 1 touchdown, and still as handsome as ever. Comes out on the football field at the 31-yard line of the Chiefs, looking to score more points to extend this lead, to help come away with the 6th Super Bowl trophy, Lombardi trophy for the 49ers. Now we're going to see this rushing attack of the 49ers really try and make some moves. Let's see it. Tevin Coleman in the backfield. It's a run. And Chris Jones again with a huge run stuff. Every single time the Niners have tried to run the football, Chris Jones has been in the backfield. He's disruptive. I think he should be right up there with Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox, whoever you want to put beside him. He belongs in that conversation. George Kittle to the right of the formation. Garoppolo from under center. A nice play, nice design. Wide open is Emmanuel Sanders. And that's 5 yards to set up a manageable 3rd down for the Niners on this one. All they're looking for is to extend this lead, preferably with a touchdown. But, you know, I don't think that they'll mind a field goal. We'll have to see here. So 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Garoppolo over the middle, wide open. Kendrick Bourne with an absolutely, that might be a heartbreaking type conversion there, as Bourne just lies down on the Super Bowl turf, really getting used to this moment. His first Super Bowl, a guy that really never thought he would be on this stage, but a huge third down catch, and he's inside the 5-yard line. I am guessing they will give this to Tevin Coleman at least twice here, if they need to. Garoppolo, again under center. Oh, he's going to pass it. He's got lots of time. He does not even need to flinch. Look at that. He had, I don't know how much time you need as a quarterback. I don't know how much more time the 49ers could have possibly given him, but the Chiefs secondary, with just absolutely blanket coverage, does not allow him to throw to an open receiver, and that's incomplete on the back of the end zone. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo throws. That's Kittle. That's the best tight end in the NFL, if you ask me. George Kittle, and he does some sort of Kittle spike. It's not the Gronk spike. It's not the Kelsey spike. It's not anything but Stone Cold Kittle. He's having a bash because Kittle said so. With the touchdown in the Super Bowl, I'm sure many bettors out there just cashed in a prop. George Kittle with a huge touchdown as the 49ers look to be running away with this one. 5:24 left in the third quarter. And the extra point is good. The 49ers go up 20-3 with 5:24 left in the third quarter. What a game plan by the 49ers defense. 2 interceptions on Mahomes. A absolute huge sack by Nick Bosa to end the half, which really started the momentum of this second half. The 49ers 20-3. Kyle Shanahan doesn't look satisfied, though. He's been here before. I won't say it, but I will. 28-3. He's been here before. Will he keep his foot on the gas pedal? Or will he try and sit on the lead and just count on his fantastic defense? .520 left in the third. Another return by Hardman, which comes up a little shy of the 25. Oh, at least they're going to give him the 25-yard line. Some people are saying blowout in the chat. Some people, including Mr. Hot Take Hockey, says he'd be very disappointed if the Chiefs had less than 15 points in the Super Bowl. Well, the game is not over yet, John. You gotta stick around because we have to sell more merchandise and we need to play more commercials for you at home. So you need to watch those commercials so that you can buy more things because we're a consumer society. 1st and 10. Throw short to Travis Kelce. That's 2 yards. 15 of 20. 141. But the big glaring statistic, 2 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes. And I'm saying if he does that in the real game, that I don't think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm just going to say that much. Mahomes under center. It's a pitch to Damien. He has room on the outside, but will he juke outside? What is this guy doing? Is this guy drunk? I don't know. I think we need to check if this guy was on drugs, if he's been drinking before the game. Damien Williams has perhaps been the worst player in this entire game. I don't know what he's doing other than running backwards. It looked like he clearly had a first down there, but he decides to juke absolutely nobody and go backwards. I think this is a storyline that we should be looking into. I think there's a conspiracy on our hands here. Is Damien Williams throwing the game? Does anyone know Damien Williams' bookie? As he catches the ball short on 3rd down, and as you see, He doesn't try to go for extra yards. He just keeps his feet in bounds. 4th and 8. Will the Chiefs go for this? This is interesting. A horrible punt return there by the 49ers. Great coverage by the Chiefs. As Tevin Coleman, the man with the 70-yard reception on the very first play of the game, comes out to try and ice this game going into the 4th quarter for the Niners. There might be a conspiracy. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think Damien Williams is throwing the game? Because I don't know. I think he is. 3:40 left in the 3rd. Jimmy G still passing it. And he gets a wide open. That is Kendrick Bourne again. 9 for 12, 173. That's 2 touchdowns. Who is playing better than who at quarterback? I mean, all of the talk about my homie, Patrick Mahomes, but Jimmy G, they call him Aladdin. They call him TB12 Jr. They call him Jimmy GQ. He is playing like the MVP in this game, and the Chiefs secondary has no answers right now. I mean, it's just despicable if you ask me. Andy Reid has to be frustrated. More play action, more time, and there's another wide open receiver. That's Emmanuel Sanders, as Jimmy now throws for over 200 yards. He is 10 for 13 and has another first down. Just absolutely, positively wide the F open, people. Look at this. That's Kyle Shanahan right there, if you ask me. Hashtag cheap plug. Go check out the Bottom Line View video.
Here we go.
Kyle Shanahan, the chosen one. Go check that out on the channel right now. Do it. Please. Thank you. Jimmy G, play action. He runs into the sack. For the first time this game, I call Frank Clark's name with the sack here on a huge second down, because that makes that like a really second and a long second, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be easy to convert if you're the 49ers, and that kind of takes you out of field goal range as well. So we'll have to see what the play calls here are on 2nd and 3rd down.
Here we go.
Bunch set to the right for Jimmy. Ooh, Jimmy just missed him. He made the conservative pass. He made the right decision. The guy was open, but just a very bad pass.
Here we go.
All right, here on 3rd and 18. Jimmy short to Tevin Coleman. Coleman trying to make some yards to get into field goal range. And this will be a long attempt if they decide to go for the field goal. Tevin Coleman, 3 catches, close to 80 yards in this game. Just a very big tackle by Tyrann Mathieu. And then Mathieu holding up the back so that the support could come in. And that, kids, that's how you tackle in the game of football. 4th and 10. Robbie is sent out there for the kick. And like I said, no kicker is going to miss a field goal unless they miss a field goal. Hashtag Booger McFarland. The kick is totally short. I think there's a conspiracy going on here. I think the 49ers, I think Robbie is in cahoots with Damien Williams. I think there might be a conspiracy here. That was possibly the worst kick I've ever seen from a kicker in the Super Bowl. I mean, Scott Norwood, move over. That was a horrible kick. That was approximately 15 yards short. 1:27 remaining in the third quarter. As the NFL really wants Mahomes to make a comeback, but I just don't know if he has it in him right now. Will Damien Williams sabotage this game even more than he has? The handoff. That's a first down. Then a 40. Damien Williams trying to make up for his past mistakes. Is this the longest yard? 166 total yards for the Chiefs. It hasn't been enough to put up more than a field goal in this game. But Williams, that juke finally paid off as he pulled off 2 of them on that play. Kevin Durkant with the new Mahomes jersey, showing off in the chat. 1st and 10. Mahomie. My name is Patrick Mahomie. And that is a completion to the conspiracy man himself, Damien Williams, who's having an absolutely huge drive for the Kansas City Chiefs. The pressure was there by the Niners, but it was just a little too late. And Mahomes found Williams inside the 20. This is a drive, ladies and gentlemen. At the 12-yard line now are the Chiefs in just a couple plays. It's another handoff to Williams. They're giving it to their guy. He gets to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards per carry in this game as the safety Jaquiski Tart came up to make the tackle. Looks like they're going to let this third quarter end, unless they don't. And they will. Fourth quarter. 49ers so far have outscored the Chiefs in every single quarter of Super Bowl 54. The score is 20-3. At halftime, we did not get J-Lo and Shakira. 7 minutes. 7 minutes for Mahomes to make more magic. They've trailed in every game these playoffs. Mahomes to the end zone, and that is Damien Williams. He must have bet the over with his bookie. That's a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. 20-9. Just an absolute dot. Look at this. As Siri is trying to get on the action. Robinson, Damien Williams. They ran into each other, and Damien Williams still somehow found the balance to corral that football in the back of the end zone. Harrison Butker kicks it through the uprights, and it's good. Will the Chiefs come back? It looks like Jimmy G's trying to get the troops going, motivate the troops a little bit. .656. Andy Reid is feeling himself now. He's dreaming of all those burgers that he could have as a Super Bowl champion. Richie James, I would advise you to just take the knee here. That's just my personal opinion. Super Bowl Live has been an interesting game so far. There's been conspiracies left and right. There have been errors. There have been exhilarating action. 6:52 left in the game. As Kyle sends out his quarterback, a quarterback that so far has been lights out. 11 for 15, 210 and 2 touchdowns. Will Jimmy G make a mistake to allow the Chiefs back in this game? Kyle Shanahan once before has fumbled a lead in the Super Bowl. Although I'm not completely blaming him, I'm just saying that happened.
Here we go.
Will it happen again? The 49ers will remain aggressive in the shotgun, but instead they trick them. They run it. But the run game, surprisingly, has not been there for the 49ers. Really, the run game on either team has not been there besides like one run by Damien Williams.
Here we go. Like 20.
2nd and 9. Jimmy in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Throws out wide. That's a little stop route. They call it a curl on this game. That's Bourne for about 7 yards. For Bourne, who I believe is leading the 49ers in receiving yards. Our statistic team is not letting me know in my earpiece, so I don't exactly know. But Bourne has over 80 yards in this game with 4 catches. Third and 3. Maybe the biggest third down of this game. If they get this, Garoppolo over the middle. He delivers as always. That is Debo. First reception for 13 yards. That's the rookie. The man that they've been counting on all playoffs long, all season long really, to come in right away as a second-round pick and deliver, and he has. And that's just the first little taste of Debo on the Super Bowl stage. First down, 49ers.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Check 53. I'm coming.
Oh, it's some patented Shanahan play action. And there it is in the flat. That's Dwelly for a couple yards, making it 2nd and 7. The clock is still running, though. The Chiefs need to think about this clock because, really, the 49ers are not their opponent. As the cliche goes, it is the clock. 2nd and 7. And Jimmy G absolutely misses his guy wide open. That must have been the 3rd time that he's missed a guy wide open. I honestly think all his incompletions have been because he's missed a guy wide open.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and 7. Another huge third down. It's a screen. Samuel's not going to go anywhere. Great tackling by the Chiefs, and they will get this football back with 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter with an opportunity to really make a game of this. They're only down 10 points. They still have 3 timeouts, and there's still enough time for Patty Mahomes to play with. And you have to wonder how huge that field goal was at the end of the half that was stopped by Nick Bosa. What do you guys think's going to happen? Let me know in the comments right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Miss Sharon is not a fan of this stream. She says it's effing with her high. 1st and 10. 4:15 left in the 4th quarter. Patrick Mahomes with 3 receivers to the right. Richard Sherman covering Tyreke Hill. Time. Mahomes goes down the field, and that is Tyreke Hill versus Richard Sherman in man-to-man coverage. 22-yard reception, and Tyreke Hill is probably not a good time, bro, to be celebrating. You gotta get up to the line. You gotta hurry up. If you're the Chiefs, you have to get going. You only have so much time to get this game tied up and to force overtime or potentially even win it with 2 touchdowns. But Andy Reid pulling a Super Bowl 39 once again. Maybe it was Donovan McNabb who puked. We will never know. Mahomes throws it over the middle. Damien Williams to the 50. Damien Williams, who has, I thought, was really costing them the game. Turned it around and played absolutely great. I think he still has the over with his bookie, but I've not got a confirmation on that. I am still waiting for the people to let me know on the confirmation. Can you guys please let me know if he has the over with his bookie? Thank you. 3:12 left in the fourth quarter. Mahomes trying to escape the rush, and he doesn't. Warner with the sack. He had an interception, add a sack to his total. 2nd and 18. EA Sports, it's in the game. Maybe they should say EA Sports, no huddle is not in the game. 2:45 left in the fourth. 2nd and 18 for Mahomes. He has two. Oh, he leaves Kelsey in the block. That might have been a wise decision as he completes with Demarcus Robinson, who we've only seen I think once before this. 3rd and 5. 2 receptions now for Demarcus Robinson. Mahomes is still staying calm. That's what you need from your leader, but he also needs to get to the line of scrimmage. You're wasting time, Andy Reid. 20-10. 2 minutes. Snap the football. There you go. Hand off to Williams. Williams to the 30. Williams close to the 25-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. This game is going to go down to the absolute wire, as we thought in the first place. And again, call back to the late second quarter. If they get that field goal, is this game a one-score game? I think so. If they don't take that sack from Nick Bosa, we're looking at a game-tying drive here. 27-yard line. Mahomes over the middle. That's Travis Kelce inside the 15. They gotta hurry up. What are you doing huddling right now? What are you doing? 145, 144, 143, 142. Chiefs fans at home are pulling their hair out as they're now just going to go to the no huddle. One-on-one to the right, Richard Sherman. Mahomes with time, no rush by this great pass rush, and it's knocked down. That was a great knockdown there by number 20 of the 49ers. I think that's Jimmy Ward. I don't know. Is Jimmy Ward number 20 and 26? Something like that. I don't know. 1:30 left in the fourth. Mahomes. That's a first down to Travis Kelce inside the 5. They got to hurry up. 119, 118, 7 catches for 51 yards for Travis Kelce. I think they're going to go to him again here on 1st and goal. I think that's the guy you got to go to. You got to go to the guy in Travis Kelce who had a massive game in the AFC Championship and has just been coming up with these big touchdowns at the right moment. Mahomes to Kelce. There it is. You can call me Tony Romo. Touchdown, Chiefs. With 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Chiefs still have 3 timeouts. They may attempt an onside kick, but what they really need is a stop and to get the ball back for a field goal attempt, as they will only go for 1 point here, and Harrison Butker will make it a field goal game. Will the 49ers choke? Will they choke? 20-17. That's a 9-play, 79-yard drive. It took, though, 3 minutes and 16 seconds. You have to wonder if that was the correct time management. If they could have done that a little bit faster. Kyle Shanahan does not look nervous. He just looks at his play call sheet and he says, I'm going to call this and we're going to win. That's what he's thinking right now. The onside kick for Butker. And the 49ers, there was not even a chance for the Chiefs to get that. I really think the NFL needs to look at that, the onside kick. Just saying, side point. 57 seconds, and Andy Reid looks a little grumpy. Shanahan looks dialed in. Garoppolo comes out, talking to Sanders. He's saying, okay, let's just win this game. Let's go home. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's get those rings. 57 seconds left in the game. They are at the Chiefs' 45. If they get one first down, you have to think this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
They most likely will run it, but we'll see what they do. Motion. They hand it off, and that's a massive stop for a loss by the Chiefs defense. And that's the first timeout called by Andy Reid. That's Fuller, a corner, making a play behind the line of scrimmage. You don't see that very often, especially in the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
2nd and 12. A run up the middle. It looked like he might have had some space, but closing quickly are the Chiefs linebackers. 3rd down. The biggest 3rd down of the season. If I'm the 49ers, I'm passing this. I'm going for the win, baby. I'm not letting Mahomes touch the football again. I'm going for this. They don't. They run it. They get it. They ran it, and they got it. You don't see that very often. 3rd and 10. They run it, and they get all 10 yards plus, and that is going to be the game. Chiefs fans are absolutely just beside themselves. The 49ers on absolutely maybe the greatest play call of this game to run the football on 3rd and 10. And the Chiefs just did not look like they were prepared for it. They just came out in pass defense, and they just didn't. I don't even know what to say. I think that's bad coaching. I think Andy Reid needs to fire his Steve Spagnuolo right now. 6 seconds left, and that will be the knee. And that will be Super Bowl 54. Your Super Bowl 54 champions. The chosen one, Kyle Shanahan. Gucci Garop, Jimmy GQ. The San Francisco 49ers are your Super Bowl champions. Tevin Coleman with a big game. George Kittle with a touchdown. As the coaches meet each other at midfield, Patrick Mahomes, his first ever Super Bowl and a Super Bowl loss. You have to feel for the guy. He's been the best player in football the last 2 years. But this moment is really about the 49ers. Highlights from this game. George Stone Cold Kittle with the touchdown. The absolute huge 3rd down conversions to Bourne when they needed them the most. Damien Williams made some plays to get back in this game. A touchdown. A big reception. And Tevin Coleman on the first offensive play of the game. A touchdown. The MVP is Fred Warner. You don't see a defensive player win the MVP very often, and I honestly think they might have slighted Jimmy G. But with an interception and a sack, he's certainly worthy. And that defensive performance by the 49ers was exactly what they needed to come out on top. San Francisco, coming from 2nd overall pick, all the way to winning the Super Bowl, to craft this roster, to coach this team up. Kyle Shanahan deserves a lot of respect. Of course, Jimmy G, everyone doubted him coming into this game with a huge performance. That is your Super Bowl. The 49ers win 20-17. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wow.